开始2个。
Hello everyone. Can everyone hear me? Alright, we will be beginning our stream today then. Alright, today is Rainbow Chinese guessing puzzle game, and today is May 24th, or 5月24号2020年, and this is the 4th lesson of it. Alright, I hope everyone is ready because we are going to begin now. Before we really begin and dive into these puzzles, we will first be reviewing our Rainbow Chinese 7-color system. And well, here is one example of it. This example uses 2 different colors, green and orange. And the green is on the left and the orange is on the right. And as you can see, this is a 左右结构, or left-right structure. When you combine these 2 pieces, you get the character 好. Now we can move on into a little more complex example. Alright, this one is also quite simple though. You have a green on the left, a red in the middle, and an orange on the right. And this is a left, middle, right structure and makes the character 树. And we will be going a little bit quicker today. Now this is a very simple top-bottom structure. You have this 竹字头 on the top and this 毛 on the bottom. Because this is a top-bottom, well, it creates the character 比. Oh. Next, we have this top, middle, bottom structure. Blue on the top, red in the middle, and purple on the bottom. You can think of this similar to a sandwich. So we have this blue piece, this red piece, and a purple piece. And when you sandwich that together, you get the character I. Alright, I hope if you guys would like me to slow down, I think you can type in the chat. Yeah. So this is our next structure. It is made up of 2 colors, yellow and red. This is what I like to call a meat skewer structure, because it's as if that red piece is pointing and skewering through that yellow piece of meat. And this skewer structure makes the character 中, which is yellow and red. This is our next example. This one is similar to the one earlier, but just a little different. It still uses that red middle color, but there's a gray outside enclosure area. So, as it is an outside-inside structure, as the gray piece acts as an enclosure piece, and it surrounds that middle red piece. So, you get the character 甜. I have been going a little faster this time because I think that after all of these episodes, you have probably gotten the hang of it. Alright, let's move down. Now we will really be beginning our lesson. Here is our first puzzle. What character can these 2 pieces make? I will be giving you about 10 seconds for each of these puzzles. Alright, our next one. Let me scroll. Here we have a green piece on the left and an orange 口 on the right. Oh, why am I zooming in? Oh. Alright, there we go. Now we can move up to our next puzzle. This, again, is quite simple, as because it uses green and orange, it's a left-right structure. This green 女 and this orange 紫. Alright, this is going to be our next puzzle. This is a little more complex as we have 3 colors now. A green 提手旁, a blue 笔, and a purple 日. Alright, let's try that. Now let's move on to our next puzzle. This one is a little strange, but it's not as hard as it really seems. It is actually quite simple, and if you look at the answer, if I show you the answer, and you got it, and you didn't really think of that, you may feel a little confused. Well, not confused, but the answer to this may seem a little weird, but it's pretty obvious. Okay, yeah, let's move on to our next one. This one is also a little similar to the one earlier. 3 colors, blue, red, and purple. Scrolling down. And this one is actually our most complex one so far. You have a blue 小字头, a red 凸宝盖, a yellow 口, and a purple 手. Alright, let's see if you can do that. And this is really simple because it's kind of just going from top to bottom. This is our next character, and let's see if you can do that. And this is actually quite similar to this one. It's just that the bottom piece, the purple piece, is switched out. Alright, now we are done with all of our puzzles, and we will be beginning to look at the answers. This is the answer to our first puzzle. This one has 2 pronunciations to it, L and Liao. It has a blue 横钩 and a purple 弯钩. 好了 means okay, and 了解 means to know clearly. Alright, that one was actually quite simple. Let's see this one. This one is a very, very simple left-right structure. You have a green 女 on the left and an orange 口 on the right. 如, this character is 如, which means such as. 如果 means if, and 比如 means such as. Our next one. This one has 2 pronunciations too. One pronunciation is 好, and the other one is 好. Here it is a green 女 and an orange 子, which means child. 好的 means okay. 爱好 means hobby. Here you can see that there are 2 different pronunciations being used. Alright, this is our next one. This is one that is a little more complex. You have a green 提手旁, a blue 笔, and a purple 日. This creates the character 指, which means to point. And here you can see that the blue piece and the green piece and the purple piece make their own character. 指, which means purpose. 指 means to point. Let me move this real quick. Alright. This is the character 手, which means hand. It has 3 different parts to it. A blue left falling stroke, a yellow 二, which means 2, and a red 弯钩. Alright, 手 means hand. 手套 means gloves. And 手机 means cell phone. This is our next character, and it is in fact very similar to the one shown earlier. It is 毛, which means fur or hair. It has 3 different pieces. A blue left falling stroke, a red horizontal stroke, and a purple 7, which means 7. 毛巾 means towel, and 毛衣 means sweater. As you can see, these are very similar, except here, there's like a little tail going backwards. Well, here, it's just a little hook going forwards. Oh. Alright, here we can look at this character. It is 掌, which means palm. Here, palm has 4 different characters. 4 different parts. A blue 小字头, a red 凸宝盖, a yellow 口, which means mouth, and a purple 手, which means hand. You can see that this character we learned earlier. 掌 means palm, and 手掌 also means palm. This is our final character to look at. It is the character 常, which means often. 常 also has 4 different pieces to it. Again, a blue 小字头, a red 凸宝盖, and a yellow 口, and a purple 睛. These first 3 parts are the same thing on the character 掌. They're almost the same character, except the purple piece on the bottom is switched. 常 means often. 经常 means often. 通常 means usually. Alright, we are done looking at the answers of the puzzles. Now we will be looking at this. This is a map, a group. This is a bunch of the characters that we looked at. These are actually the building blocks of the more complex characters. These are the simple characters. Here we have 了 or 子, 女, 口, 笔, 日, and 手. When you combine these characters with other pieces, you get more complex characters. Simple characters add up to more complex characters. Alright, so there was a post, Alright, you did not just see the answers right there. So which 4 of these characters can add up to create a Chinese 成语? Again, like last week, this one is a little bit more difficult. And you may not know the answers, but you could ask your parents. I will give you some time to figure this out. Alright. These are your answers. You have these 4 characters being used to create the Chinese 成语. The 成语 that these 4 characters make up is the 成语了如指掌. Now, 了如指掌 means to know something like the palm of one's hand, or to have a thorough knowledge of. The palm of one's hand is actually similar because it's 指 and 掌, which is finger and palm. Oh, 指. It can also be used as point. Yeah, there are 2 meanings to 指. There's finger and point, by the way. My bad for not noting that earlier. So if we use 了如指掌 in a sentence, you have 他对我了如指掌, which means he knew me like the back of his hand. And surprisingly, this brings us to the end of today's live stream. I hope you had a good time answering the puzzles and looking at these answers. And I will be seeing you guys next week at, next Sunday. Alright, this is the end of today's stream. Good day. Goodbye.
哎，我发现有